Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Barack and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or Nelson Mandela and Winnie Mandela, the real T'Challa.
Oh,
you know, everyone on that Black Panther stuff. We really got examples from the continent.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that, right? Anyway, so South African activist Winnie Mandela married Nelson Mandela in 1958. She would spend most of their 34-year marriage alone because Nelson was in prison for 27 years. During those years, Winnie fought to keep the legacy of her imprisoned husband alive, earning her the moniker Mother of the Nation. I feel like Winnie is someone we don't talk about a lot.
Mm-mm.
I know Jennifer Hudson was in a movie with her, right? I mean, as her.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about how Sis held it down for all them years.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? And not only just held it down for him, put money on the books, but still keeping the revolution alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I only can imagine what the government and everybody else was doing to egg her the fuck on during these times. I'm sure they didn't make it easy for her.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so just shout out to them. I thought that was a good, nice couple to highlight real quick.
And she held it down for 27 years.
27 years.
They don't make them like they used to.
Hold it down for 30 minutes. A year. 6 months. 2 weeks.
That nigga ain't text me back, so fuck him.
Come on, who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 107, y'all.
Hey, 107. Happy Friday. We finally back. Is it good to be back, Nero?
It's so good to be back.
Well, you still sound a little.
I'm still a little off the kilter, but we gonna get what we gonna do what we gonna do, because y'all niggas.
Why you say they niggas? Good niggas or bad niggas?
Y'all niggas be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher.
Because it is Shout Out Friday.
It is Shout Out Friday. I know it's been a while.
It is.
Bear with me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think it's been a week, but.
Mm-hmm.
What has been? A little over a week. So was that last episode like last Monday or something?
Yeah.
All right.
Follow us on, all forms of social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Black Love Matters. That's Black Men Okay.
You gonna tell him how to do the 5-star or not today?
Excuse me.
Oh, Lord. Oh, he is so dramatic. That cancer.
Go ahead, open that podcast app.
Oh, my God.
Search on that search icon. Type in Black Love Matters.
Jeez.
Go ahead and tap on that logo. Scroll on down. And you're going to see reviews. You can scroll down a little bit more. You're going to see write a review. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating. Mm-hmm. And go ahead and write a review. Let everybody know how dope we are. We appreciate it. It's like 5-star Amazon reviews, y'all. It's the lifeblood of the podcast.
Okay, Nero. What are you talking about? Are you on that Thermoflu again?
Yeah.
Okay.
But 5-star reviews are the lifeblood of the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
People be out there looking, and then they see all the, people be searching for black podcasts. Some black podcasts are a little flaky, so you don't know what they are. So one of the things you do is see
what
when the last
flaky.
Cause you know how niggas are. Niggas be like, well, I ain't got what the Reed say? They got like
60 million
downloads or something like that in their 5 years. Niggas be like, I ain't get 60 million downloads in my
first week.
My first week doing this podcast shit. So fuck it.
Oh,
then they leave.
Very high ambition.
I know, right? So,
all right.
Niggas be searching. Mm-hmm. So y'all, they check us out. They see how many episodes we got. They see how many reviews. They say, you know what? Let's check them out. So it's the lifeblood. So we appreciate it.
We do.
You got an update?
Of
check
course,
in.
yeah.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. Actually, I don't have too much because I was sick myself. Not sick as Nero. So only thing I was doing was bot store, Thermoflu, making sure we got a semblance of food in the house and making sure the house wasn't condemned. And that's about it. So my days that consumed was spraying Lysol, directing traffic. And that's about it. But I do want to talk about The Chi. I've been getting to The Chi more and more since I've been sick. Like I said, I had my little routine. I only watch a couple shows. I done missed all the shows, but I have been staying up to date on The Chi, and I am all for. What is the black man name? The old school black man.
Which one?
The old one who came from Cuba.
Oh,
I don't know his name.
Q. I think his name is.
His name is Q.
Yeah.
That is my nigga for life. I just love everything about The Chi. The Chi reminds me of like being in Detroit. Missing Detroit. I think one of the episodes they did like a block party and it was nothing but two-stepping fried chicken and gunshots. And I was just like, this is amazing. And when the DJ was like, did you know what episode I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The gunshot was like, pow, pow, pow.
Pow, pow.
And the DJ's like, we ain't gonna let that stop our fun. I said, nigga, they shooting.
That don't mean shit.
Just duck and keep it moving, right?
Right.
They ain't you got treated like thunder. You got to count the distance in between. That's 3 miles away. That ain't near us. Jesus. But knowing that we all done been outside, right?
Yeah.
Or some type of block party or event where something done popped off. First of all, Niram, did your block ever have block parties?
No.
I miss block parties. My grandparents' block always had block
We
parties.
ain't had block parties on the east side.
Oh, what did y'all have? Did y'all niggas do picnics?
No.
How did you know your neighborhood?
We played basketball.
In the middle of the street?
Yeah, and played football on people's grass, and they got mad because they always trying to have competition about
Who grass the best?
Yeah.
And you running them holes up in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I remember actually having block parties, like and closing the block off and doing that type of stuff. And so that really, I don't know. It just threw me back a little bit. That OG though, Q, they don't make him like that no more. When he stepped to that crazy one. What's the crazy? I'm gonna learn their names next episode, y'all. The crazy one with the eyes, who got his brother slinging, who definitely been broken and hurting.
Yeah.
He's like the real life Killmonger. He's like Killmonger if he wasn't a superhero. That's him.
Jesus.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
That fool who like he got a twitchy eye. It's like any moment he just gonna break down in tears, but instead he take it out on people.
Yeah, that nigga go ticky ticky.
He is ticky. He is Killmonger. Real life, shy edition. But how he rode up on that boy, and he was like, "Nigga, I dare you to shoot me." And that's what he need. He needs some discipline in his life.
Right.
He acting like Desi. And then lastly, why they stole their dog? Did I miss that part?
Yes.
That pit bull.
I told you.
How did the dog get stolen?
The dog was in the backyard barking as he usually do.
Yeah.
Q seen him, and then his ass made a mistake. And the dog was like, "Oh, okay. That's all you need?" And then he took the damn dog and went back across the street. And niggas was like, "What the fuck?"
And the dog, oh, shady ass.
This nigga done changed the name of the dog and everything.
The dog don't even respond to his slave name.
Right.
His master's name.
I forgot the name of the dog.
I'm sure it was like
convoluted.
Hood
But it was-
King.
No. The new name. It's like Esterline or something.
Yeah, some old name. Belle. Pearl. Pearl don't do that. And then they had the nerve to raise their hand up to that old man. And Pearl was like, "Ma'am,
Right.
stay in your lane." And what the old man said, "I'm gonna have Pearl by the licking all y'all asses
Right.
and you keep it the fuck up."
Mm-hmm.
I just found that so interesting. And lastly, I got farting dogs and Niram. I don't know who doing what. Desi be farting and Niram be farting, and they blame it on each other. I'll hear something. Then 3 seconds later, I smell something. I'm like, "Niram, is that you?" "That's Desi." Then another papa go, and I look up. Both of them sleep. I don't know who done did it. What the hell is going on? I just continuously have to have incense and sage lit through here.
I got the flu. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's the sick farts.
Gotta be.
What the hell ever. And lastly, the bot store. The bot store making it, y'all. Nothing too crazy. But I keep going back to the older population. Am I being drawn to work with this population? Because a lot of older folks, they just leave.
What you mean?
Like, they'll be like, first of all, they only work 8 to noon, 8 to 1, max, right? We talking about on a good day. And they'll leave like 11:30. I'm like, "Oh, I thought you here to noon, 1 o'clock. Are you not feeling it well? What's going on?" Oh, and they going to pull out their little Post-it note talking about, "I think I'm scheduled to this time." Well, ma'am, go check the board. What is that about? Like, how do you combat that? Like, the board says this. She said, "But I wrote down this." What the fuck that got to do with me?
Not a damn thing.
So I battle with that type of stuff. And lastly, I had one of my folks walked out yesterday because somebody was cussing her out. Wasn't necessarily cussing her out, but it's a white woman. White women really don't like to be told they're doing things wrong. And it was other white women telling her she's doing things wrong. And she's like, "I'm just trying to help out. And I don't want to come here and constantly get yelled at and told what to do. I can't take it. I'm leaving." Bitch, what do you think a job is?
You gonna make me.
What do you think a job is? Like, I had to go with HR. They were like, they brought me in. I was like, "No, I don't think the people don't get me wrong. Some of the folks a little rough around the edges, right? In their delivery. But like, none of them was cussing or fussing, right? If anything, they were like, "No, don't do that. I need you to do that." Like, you know what I'm saying? They just more firm, like, "I got this. Leave me alone," right? Nothing crazy.
Right.
But I almost want to say, damn, we can't tell this bitch what she can and can't do. Like,
Nope.
what maybe she need and that's what I said, sometimes folks just need mental health days. And maybe that's just what she needs. And if she comes back and she needs more mental health days, maybe she need a mental health week or leave of absence. I don't really give a fuck. But what do you want me to do about it? Meanwhile, we left with a half a cashier, and who still don't give a damn?
Big fella.
Big fella or Nyambi. I won't give a damn if the line go out the door like Black Friday. I will continue to direct traffic and smile and approve coupons. That's it, Nero.
So, as y'all can hear, I got the flu.
The real flu. Because I went early. As soon as I had my throat scratched, I went to the doctor. And they was like, and they gave me the flu test.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, no, ma'am. Nero, did they give you the flu test?
Yes, when they stick that Q-tip on. Why is that Q-tip so damn hard?
Why it burn?
It's an abrasive.
Is they giving me something?
I don't know.
You know, after the fact, I think about Crafty Crackers. They might have done gave me some shit.
Shit. That might be the syphilis trials.
Pause. I'm sorry, Nero. What is the symptoms of the mumps?
I don't know.
I said this. I'm thinking about the bot store because I was working and somebody was going to do self-checkout and this baby came through and he was cute, but he looked very sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I got nervous and I felt very bad, but I had to protect self. So I disappeared and had to do something back to the baby love. Oh. Like his face was swollen.
Oh, I don't know.
Like maybe he had an allergic reaction. Like his tongue was like really swollen and his cheeks were really swollen.
Shit, niggas. I thought
I said, did this nigga got the mumps?
I thought the mumps was
rubella? What the fuck is that?
This nigga got MMR.
Is that what it? Can I just see a picture? I meant to look it up yesterday, and I felt horrible, but I surely disappeared.
Did the baby look like that, swollen and shit?
I don't know.
Like
he looked worse than that. I don't know. He looked worse than that. I'm sorry to detract, but I had to say, what the hell this nigga got?
Did the baby look like this?
Well, it was like around his mouth. Oh. Like it looked like something like. And I ain't had a coof to be like, is there? Instead, Nyambi, my nigga sense kicked in, and what I did.
What?
I doused my hand with hand sanitizer and went to the back. But because I know especially a lot of folks ain't getting their kids vaccinated. And I get for some of the new ones, but like mumps and smallpox, we shouldn't.
Right.
Those things have been eradicated. We shouldn't be getting those.
Right.
Sorry, Nero.
So, shit, I can't even remember when the day I really got sick. It was the day after.
You've been sick for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've been sick, but like when I got the flu.
The New York did it. I said the New York germs, our body couldn't take it.
It sure didn't. So like the day after the New York trip, I think both our asses laid out.
Yeah.
Because you end up going the day before the New York trip, because you wasn't feeling well.
Yep.
And then afterwards, I went. So this is something I really just have to get off my chest as black people, as a black community. What? Get a fucking thermometer in your house.
We didn't have one.
So I got the chills, I got the shakes, I got the sweats, all types of other shit. You thinking I'm detoxing from some bullshit. So I finally go. And then the doctor or the nurse practitioner asked me, like, what symptoms you got? And I say, well, I had a fever or blah, blah, blah. And they say, oh, okay, what was your temperature? What was your highest temperature? And I said, shit, I don't know. I just knew I had a fever.
Niggas, we do temperatures based off the back of your hand to the forehead. If it's a little warm, that means you got a fever. If you start a little bead of sweat.
Oh, shit, I just know I got a fever.
And if it's real bad, we get the green rubbing alcohol on you.
So this is definitely something different as being in the black community. Because have you ever had a thermometer in your house growing up?
I think, but I don't remember ever getting my temperature taken.
I never had a thermometer.
Your mama don't own a thermometer.
No.
It's white people things. Do you know if you got a fever though?
Well, Nia said he said I should have had one on my Amazon wish list.
Okay.
So, black folks, get your thermometer so when you go to the doctor, you actually tell their ass real numbers. Instead of y'all being like me and be like, I don't know. I just know I was sweating and then I was cold.
101.
I was sweating and then I was cold and then I was sweating again. And they say, oh, okay. So you had sweats and chills? Yes.
Yeah. But did you have a fever?
Yes. Shit. I was hot.
That does not qualify as a fever.
I was hot and I was sweaty and then I got cold. Okay. And then I got hot and sweaty again.
Okay.
Fever. And so, shout out to you, baby, because you did make some homemade chicken noodle soup. Now I'm just like, I'm going to be a good woman here and I'm going to make this nigga some.
My voice doesn't sound like that.
I'm going to make this nigga some chicken noodle soup.
Because you weren't eating.
I didn't feel well.
You still have to eat.
But it was one day we ain't had no food in the house, or Naomi was like, "There's some food in the freezer. You can defrost something, and make it." I was so damn sick, and between me going back between being hot and sweating and cold and shit, I ordered me some Chinese food.
This nigga.
I got that hot and sour
soup.
Oh my God, that shit was good. And I didn't order like all types of shit.
Yeah, I got home. I said, "Who's gonna eat all this?"
I ordered like a Chinese buffet because I was like hungry. I was so damn hungry, and that food came. I had 2 bites of that hot and sour soup, and I took my ass to sleep. And then here comes Naomi. Nigga, who the fuck ordered all this Chinese food?
It was like lao mein, fried rice. So I said, "Who's gonna eat all this?"
Shit, I thought I was.
You thought wrong.
I sure did. Mm-hmm. So other than that, I just watched a lot of TV. Watched The Office, watched Office Space, sleep, played Legends of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Look at the dog. Dog look at me.
How was you and Desi?
It was all right, since I was sick.
He's still here. He got 1 more week.
I did some training with this nigga because, his mama don't do shit.
Whatever.
But, I did some training with this nigga. But other than that, I ain't checked out a single email, and I don't feel bad about it. Actually, I just got a text message from one of my jobs asking me how I was feeling. And I was like, I still got a fever. So, we'll see how it is. But other than that, I miss y'all niggas. Thanks to everybody who sent well wishes and opened their third eyes and, send the healings of Wakanda towards my way.
You needed some Vibarium.
Because everybody's talking about taking his ass to Wakanda. He'll be healthier the next day.
No, next day. By lunch. What they doing in Wakanda?
But somehow I missed my ticket, so.
Because you do nigga things. You had a fever. They wouldn't let you on that flight.
They sure wasn't. They would have killed my ass.
All right, babe. You want to get in a little pillow talk?
Yeah, what we got?
Well, you want to talk a little bit about our day trip to New York? Ground zero.
Yeah, where it all happened at.
What do you call that when that's where you start, the sickness began? But you've been sick. I just think your immune system wasn't 100%. And then New York came and kicked it in the ass.
Yeah, because, I think I had the flu the first time. Like, that time I was sick and I, didn't go to work.
Yeah.
That was like 2 weeks ago. And I just haven't bounced back from that.
Yeah.
And then, because my coworker had the flu. And then another coworker had the flu. I think I got both of them from them because they had 2 types of flus.
Wash your hands now.
Shit, I do wash my hands, but
okay.
The flu can be in the air.
I work at the bot store and I ain't catch the damn flu.
Well,
I can only imagine how many times the flu come through the door.
Exactly. But, y'all airspace is wide open compared to Startup Central, where we just share one 800 square feet and there's 12 people in there.
And I be petty. I run.
Shit.
I left that baby alone. The baby, I didn't even give him no, we get little treats to the kids come in. I wanted to just throw it and run. But the day trip to New York, I want to talk a little bit about that. We took the bus. Jesus. The bus is growing on us. Because usually we'll drive in or take the train in. But we was like, Niram was like, because you weren't 100%. Like, you was what, 80?
Yeah,
70, 80. And he was like, I really don't feel like fighting traffic. And I was like, shit, me either. I don't feel that good either. And we were like, well, let's look at train tickets. And we seen the train tickets. It's like, fuck, we might as well fly to goddamn New York. And then I was like, well, let me look at this bus ticket. The bus tickets was $10 each way. I said, well, pack up your Skittles and get on the damn bus because that is what we're going to do. And so we got on the bus. We paid $20. And on the way actually there, it wasn't that bad, was it?
No, it wasn't.
I would say it was decent. We rode the Greyhound.
Yeah.
So, it was good. It was good. Like, no complaints from there. No craziness on the bus. I said, we got lucky because it was craziness on the bus. The bus driver was good. I think the other bus was more lit than we were. It was a bus going to Boston or something.
Yeah. And
everyone kept coming late. Like, he was like, last call. And he was last calling for like 30 minutes.
And every time he got on the bus about to pull away, somebody be like, hey.
Yeah. And he was like, what y'all don't understand about the bus leave at this time that y'all? I was like, Jesus. So it was good. And we just sat there and we pulled all in. Nero, your feedback. Wasn't that Port Authority bus station crazy?
Oh, yeah, that shit is lit.
What is that?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Nero, I'm talking about, we had to do some Uber Eats, do some shit. I said, oh, no, the Port Authority is something you have to have your war paid on. You go in and you get out. You don't go and just walk around the Port Authority.
It's like the airport. Like,
for buses.
You just can't order Uber Eats to the airport, nigga. I said, why not?
Yeah, because we was like looking at timing and the bus would return, and we may not have to have dinner. And this fool talking about did Uber Eats. I said, nigga, it's like the bus airport, but hood. What's your thoughts on that? And how all the different levels. Was I lying about those poster boards?
Oh yeah. Well, leaving it was all right, but coming back and figuring out where the fuck our bus was at.
Yeah, once you get to New York and you just want to get out, you just look for street level to subway.
Right.
Golden, right? Mm-hmm. But now when you come back there,
how many levels that bitch got?
20. It's like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then it's like separate wings. Mm-hmm. And it's nothing electronic.
No. I don't know why.
And every people work there don't even know. Because then I asked somebody.
Yeah.
He's like, I think. And mind you, we're on a major bus. Like, we're not on the sketchy dollar sign bus. Or, you know, the 4-leaf clover bus. You know, whatever they call them. Uh-huh. Like, we're on a legitimate Greyhound.
Peter Pan.
Is there a place that all the Greyhounds go? I would assume they're all grouped together. Mm-hmm. So it was a trip doing that. And we went to, what did we do when we first got there? We met up with a friend.
Yeah, we met up with Toya.
And we grabbed some Thai food.
Yeah, we did.
And that, oh my God, I had a lychee martini.
Oh man.
Maybe this was good. Maybe we shouldn't have had the alcohol. All this stuff was just breaking our immune system. Just breaking it.
That lychee martini was good. What the hell I had? Lychee Thai iced tea?
I don't know what you
Nigga, I didn't know that you can make Thai iced tea without the milk.
What?
It had no milk in it. It was just like lychee and Thai iced tea. That shit was good as hell.
I know it was.
Shit.
Thai food was okay.
Yeah.
But the drinks was
my good. Noodle dish was bomb.
I got pad Thai.
You got pad Thai.
It was all right. I went the best.
No. You know.
It's a little dry for me. Mm-hmm. I like mine wet. Maybe that's nigga style. Look like wings wet.
Wet.
I like the juice on them.
Lemon pepper wet, please.
That was good. And then we went to this cookie place, which was sickening.
The Smackery or something like that?
Smackery. And it's just thick ass cookies with frosting on it.
God damn.
And fat as hell. Got like at least a half a dozen. Mm-hmm. And then we went to go see, who was it? Robin Thede.
Yeah, we went to go see Robin Thede.
Was that fun?
Yeah, it was.
Did you? It was fun. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm more set for a live show. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think I have the patience for a recorded show. Because, like, you run through the show and then they're like, oh, we're going to do it again. And I'll be like, okay. The first time we do it again, maybe do it 2, 3. But the third time, I'm like, wait. Y'all need to practice.
So there's this thing in the show business called a callback. And like, you know, when you do like these pre-recorded shows or whatever, like especially these news type pre-recorded shows, you know, they got writers that's like constantly updating jokes or things of that sort and like watching it as the live audience respond. And sometimes like the punchlines just don't hit. So like they don't deliver it right or, you know, sometimes like the joke just don't hit.
Yeah.
And
but take the hint.
Yeah.
My thing is, well, that didn't hit, so that's all like a live show.
So Naomi be like, well, we're done there. And they're like, nope, callback time. And they'll redo that line, that whole sentence, or the whole opening over again.
Yeah.
In order to get the response they're looking for. And like the producers be like, you know, act like you never seen this before, give us the same amount of energy, and go.
I can't do that. I can't do that after the third time. And then Sis got so good that she'll just say 3 words and walk off so quick. I was like, did she quit? Like
it was one like
I was like, oh, did she just quit right now? Like, do I got a TMZ exclusive? I said, I think I got a TMZ exclusive.
It was one where it was like action, and then she was like, you know, blah 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 blah, and just walked off. And it's like, damn, was that it?
Look at her. She said, fuck it. And I was like, oh. This me come back, Robin. They ain't mean it. So that part was interesting. Like she was funny, you know, the segments were funny, the segments were cute, but the callbacks and the redos, if you gotta do it more than 3 times.
But it was
don't drop. It's just not good then.
But you know, sometimes it wasn't like the same thing, but it would just be multiple segments. So, you know, you got like act 1, act 2.
And it's only a 30-minute show.
Act 3. And you know, and like, yeah, it's a 30-minute show, and you got commercial breaks in each one of them, you know, between each one of them. So, you know, it might be 3 sentences that didn't land right, or she didn't say it right. So she'd have to redo those 3 sentences. Or like do, you know, the first part of one sentence, stop, do the last part of the last sentence, and do like the middle part of the middle sentence or something like that. And it's like, really? Like that, it really shows how
and the T is I didn't see the difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, evidently somebody in the back room.
Did you see the difference? BET got more things to work on. As i.e. Man Cave, Black Cars Revolt, they need to be doing some callbacks on that. Not Robin. Robin's good.
Yeah.
Other shows
Like I really think, like comparing back and forth, like I really couldn't tell. Like I feel like she delivered it the same,
Yeah,
but
she killed it.
evidently somebody in the back room, whoever watching this shit, like, nah, that shit ain't
Whack.
land.
Basically, like they said, whack.
Do that shit over. Actually, it's something about that though. Like it's something about that craft to be like, nah, you ain't do it good the first time.
Yeah.
It's something about that. Like I even think about how we write articles and things of that sort, and like you got to rewrite and things of that sort.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Like sometimes I'll even wish like some of these rappers just do that. Like
do it again.
Yeah,
you're right.
Like on some real shit, because we got so much in the age of like, oh, I'm just gonna freestyle. Like everybody think they Lil Wayne or they Jay-Z off the top of the dome,
and that's cute
like,
sometimes.
And it is like sometimes the shit come off hot fire.
Yeah.
But some other times, like, nah, nigga, like you need to go back in the studio
and try
and rewrite that flow or redo that flow because it wasn't. It didn't land.
Yeah.
It didn't land. So I understand like where they coming from, but I think for you, it just took you off guard.
I'm a Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. This is what it is, niggas.
It just took you off guard because our only experience with TV shows have been like live TV shows, like The View.
It is
like
what it is.
Wendy and things of that sort, where there's not like a callback. Like, oh, Wendy, you did that. That didn't land good. Let's do that over. Yeah. Like it hasn't been that. So it's just interesting to see something that's pre-recorded and see how they can just be like, oh no, that didn't land. Let's redo that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's something to it.
Yeah. No, I respect. Like it was good. Like she killed. Like I said, I think she did excellent. If y'all in New York, go see her. I think she has CBS Studios. It's easier to get our tickets too, because I think she's been renewed too.
Yeah, she has.
So I think eventually when she hits season 2 and 3, it's gonna be harder and harder to get them tickets.
It sure is.
Go ahead and get her tickets. A nice little quaint studio. And watch we knew one of the writers. We went to school.
Yeah, one of our homeboys, or
I need to reach out.
You know him more than you're a little bit closer to him than but we went to undergrad with him.
Yeah. So it was just good to see. And then like not only that, but his like the stuff he wrote made it to the show. Like I think 2 of the 5 segments. Yeah. So he killing it. So it was just good to see that.
But also it's also good and it's refreshing to see niggas actually do what the fuck they wanted to do or like they dreamed
from a day.
Like this nigga always said he wanted to do some comedy and like move off to New York and like live his thing. And this nigga, after he graduated from not high school, but from college, from undergrad, this nigga moved to New York, struggled, did the starving comedian thing. Now he a writer on a TV show. Yeah. And like actually living his life. I don't know if it's, everything he ever wanted.
I'm sure he got other stuff. Yeah.
But for the nigga to be doing some actual shit
he living
that the
in New
nigga
York.
say, I'm going to do, this nigga thought, he said, and then his ass went out and conquered. I can't say that for most of the niggas out here.
Come on. Hell, I don't know what I say about me right now. Come on. I got to tell the truth, shame the devil.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was really good. And then, we ain't going to slide past this shit. So on the way back after the film, because it went long, I said, Jesus, we got to catch the bus, get our ass on back. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm hungry. And Niram was like, you want a hood classic? I was like, what? I'm thinking I'm going to be cute. We're getting on the bus, right? So let's get a cute little sandwich, cute salad, sparkling water, with a little piece of candy bar. Something you can eat discreetly on the bus, right?
I wanted papaya dog, but I think all them bitches closed.
They probably, the Board of Health probably shut them down. Or I was like, well, let's get a $1, $2 slice of pizza. It smell a little garlicky, but you can get it down, a couple minutes, no harm, no foul on the bus, right?
No.
And what Niram said he wanted?
Dallas Henny Wings, nigga.
Not only Dallas, first of all, it's a hood spot, and Dallas needs its own episode. They're chicken wings, which are ginormous. They're equivalent to Church's chicken wings. They're big as my hand, and they're hood-rific. And I just got the fried ones. I was like, well, I'm just get a couple pieces of fried chicken. We had about 30, 40 minutes for the bus leave. I was like, fine, we'll find a spot in the station. We'll order takeout. We'll eat it. By the time the bus get there, we'll pack. If we have leftovers, we'll pack it up. But we'll be done eating, right? I was like, Niram, just get the fried chicken. What Niram insist on getting?
Henny Wings, please.
Can you describe to the folks what Henny Wings are?
Well, Henny Wings, first they double fry them, trice fry them, so they super crispy. And then they put the Henny sauce on it, which is like a mixture of like barbecue sauce. For all the Midwest people, it's like a little bit of open pit, but mixed with some sweetness of honey and Hennessy. Mixed all up in there, and then go ahead and flip them up in there, and then they fry them again, and they put some more Hennessy on it. Goodness. Like you need all types of wet wipes and paper towels and everything to clean your hands afterwards.
And then, not only that, Niram then got pursued to get a Texas-style pina colada mango.
Absolutely.
It has to be virgin because you can't just walk in the streets of New York with alcohol, but he still got it. Because
Absolutely.
for y'all don't know, Dallas is also known for their enormously large, very strong drinks.
Absolutely.
And we were going around to see if we can find a nip.
And we couldn't.
And we couldn't because we was getting too close to the bus about to leave.
Because our ass was in Wayne Reed looking for something. It's just like, well, I can't find that. And I was like, well, let's get some of these hard lemonades then.
No.
Shit.
And I said no. And then so we went on the bus and we got about 30, 40 minutes. We seen where after walking the bus station for how long to figure out where we going?
20 minutes.
We find you like, all right, this is where our bus going to leave. We're going to sit down. Let's eat, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's sanitize everything. Let's eat. About time we finish eating, the bus be ready to go, right? And then what the conductor come and do? Say.
When y'all leaving? When y'all bus leave? And I think our bus left for like, what, 8:30?
9 or something.
8:30 and 9. So let's say either one. Let's say I left at 9. So the 8:30 bus haven't even left yet. So what time y'all leave?
And they looking like that bus might not come.
Excuse me. And they're like, what time y'all leave? It's like, oh, our bus leave at 9. Where you want to get on our bus? Ours leave in about 15 minutes.
No, 5.
Oh, 5.
And your bus look like it's running late.
Right.
We don't know. It might be 10 minutes, might be an hour.
What? 10 minutes to an hour? What type of range is that?
And then we'll get on it.
So Nayan be like, I don't know. Near we got these wings here. It's going to be loud and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't care, Nayan. Get on this bus and I'm going to eat these wings.
So we get on the bus. First of all, we're the last people on the bus. So they had to reopen the door. So people almost looking at us like, was y'all to hold up from the bus? And I would be like, we ain't hold up the bus. And it's only the seats together in the back. So we had to go all the way past everybody with these buckets of chicken with the trail of Hennessy featuring a pina colada drink that Niram keep taking sips out of. Then we sit down and all you hear is the bus is silent and it's dark. Pass the wet one. Say, I can't take this shit. And Niram fucking up wings. He done put on a little collar. He done did a napkin on the hand. I said, oh, I only ate one wing. Mind you, I just had fried chicken. So mine was easier to eat. I ate one wing and I put it away. What did Niram do? You go ahead, Niram.
Yeah, well, you know, it's Henny wings, so, you know, that shit gets sticky and shit. So I took some napkins and made a little bib and shit. And all types of other stuff. And then, you know, I didn't want to get my hands, so I took one napkin and picked up a wing. And then, you know, you just put first you put the drum in, and, you know, bite the drum, eat on that, and then, you know, you split the flat, and eat on the flat. I'm just doing that, and then I am just looking at me, talking about you giving me old man realness. I said, nigga, I'm hungry.
Fries. Everything, drink. Mine, the drink. So I had a couple sips in there. I was like, I'm thirsty. I passed him the drink. I ain't get the drink back ever again. I said, can I have more than one sip of the pina colada?
I think the flu virus was flying around the air
in the bus. It landed on the Hennessy wing.
Landed and stuck to the Hennessy wing.
And it went in his mouth.
And then it went into my mouth, and next thing you know, I got the flu.
And because I didn't get the flu, because I only ate one piece of chicken, and I was like, I can't do this. I said, I am not doing this.
Well, them Henny wings was well worth it.
Because I told Niram to get something that was in case. Let's just get a sub. Let's get a salad. And he looked at me like I was a fool.
No. Henny wings, please.
And we made it on home, and the next day Niram had the death. Oh no.
Had the flu.
Mm-hmm. Anything else about New York, baby?
No, it was fun though. It was fun. I
It
look
was.
forward. You know, I didn't know the bus was gonna be that easy.
Yeah, I didn't know the bus was gonna be that easy or
Shit.
that cheap.
Hell,
For some reason, I thought the bus would be like $25 each way or something like that. Like I thought it'd be equivalent to a train.
yeah, but it was super cheap.
$10.
Like it's
And we bought it like that day before. Like
Yeah.
I can only imagine if we plot out a week advance, you can probably get it for like $5.
exactly. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we about to make New York our bitch. We about to be there more often.
Yeah, let's hope. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I guess we got to do this. I know we late.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about this Wakanda.
Wakanda forever, niggas.
What? T'Challa.
Cuckoo.
I told them it's still too early. I think folks still haven't seen it. We got to at least give another 2 weeks.
No,
I don't want to do no spoilers.
Absolutely not. If y'all niggas ain't went to go see it now, y'all niggas
Spoiler
late.
alerts. We're not going to try to give too many. How about we just do it through our favorite quotes, Nerums?
Okay.
And we won't give too much away.
Mm-hmm.
So some of my favorite quotes from the movie. First of all, how did this look, Nero? Didn't it just when it came on and it had Power scenery to it? Didn't it remind you of Power? This is a big rich year. You know how they be floating in and out? That's how the Black Panther intro reminded me of. And it was like fading in and out.
Yeah.
It is going in.
And
It remind you of Power.
And then like 50 Cent is rapping.
It was what Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
It didn't remind you of that.
Yeah, I seen it a little bit. I see what you're talking about.
But it came on and everything was purple and gold and gorgeous and black. No, purple, black, and silver. I can't really remember. But because I need to see it again. Because Niram got sick and was supposed to see it again and we still ain't saying it again. So it just looked aesthetically pleasing.
Absolutely. And
then everyone there, all the men were just gorgeous. From T'Challa to Killmonger to the daddies. Spoiler alert. Randall in there. And what Randall doing?
Randall
fucking crying.
Why? On none of the posters.
Why we didn't know Randall was in there? Why Randall ain't even give us no hint? He ain't even tell us. And all we've been seeing is Randall crying on these award shows. He didn't give one shout out to I didn't mean Taquanda. Wakanda. I mean, what does it say? Wakanda? What's the name? How the fuck got that quick? You all right?
No.
Wakanda. Am I saying this right?
Wakanda,
I
baby.
said Tawanda. What did
I don't
say?
know who the fuck you talking about.
He ain't give one shout out to Wakanda. Is that was supposed to be a secret?
I don't know. He was in there like short. He was in there so fast. Like he came and went.
But he was a major plot line.
He was
of the movie. Like it wasn't one of them things where he was just walking in the jungle, passing the vibrarium.
No,
he's a major. We ain't gonna reveal the plot line, but he's a major plot line.
These niggas
and
already saying
his lips weren't dry. So I'm gonna need This Is Us to get with the lighting people of Wakanda.
Wakanda, not Q, baby. K.
What did I say?
Kwanda. It's Kand.
Kanda.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
Kwand.
Sorry. We gonna need them to get with the lighting crew to make sure Randall lips are popping. Because they be dry on This Is Us. That is my one setback of This Is Us. Randall lips always dry. Get them blue lights off that man. What? Too much? Did I get too far? Secondly, I love how, we're going to get to the quotes. Angela Bassett and Forrest Whitaker played the background, but still played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like, was that, like, whenever they're in a movie, I'm ready for them to steal the fucking scene.
Right.
Do you know what I'm like? I'm ready for them just to
You're looking
steal
for a
it
dialogue, a monologue, something.
and shut it down. But they played so graciously in the background. It was almost like the portraits was being passed or shared. Because Forrest and Angela got to be tired of this shit. How many roles they got to carry?
Right.
He done played, who's it, Ijuama? Forrest Whitaker played, the tyrant that was in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Idi Amin.
No.
Idi Bini. Idi Mayin.
Pass.
And Angela Bassett done played Coretta Scott King and Tina Turner and everybody else, right?
Right.
And I just loved how the shine was given to like the other up and coming. Chad Boseman, I don't know. He done played everybody too. But, seeing everybody. Secondly, Michael B. Jordan played the fuck out of Killmonger.
I agree.
Can we just put a little respect on his name? I mean, he's fine. And when he had the glasses and the gold fangs, yes. But he played the fuck out of it.
You want me to get some gold fangs, baby?
I want gold fangs.
Okay. Maybe never mind.
Come on. Can we put
reveal
respect on his name? And I think it was Funky Dineva funny ass talking about he was fine even with the herpes. Come on, all them marks on the body. I said, they're not herpes. Them the killings. Killmonger. What's wrong with us? And can we talk about the black women? Lupita.
Danny.
And Shuri, the other girl. I know I'm combining names. Can we first talk about Lupita? And why her skin, she hasn't had a pimple since 12 Years a Slave. Since she held that soap up. She has not had a pimple on her face. Can we talk about that? And how that's her and T'Challa's love interest. But all the black nerds told me that T'Challa, trying to get with fucking Storm, touched by white hand ass.
Well, not trying to.
They did get together?
Yes. Nia said he got the comic book of the wedding between T'Challa and Storm.
So Nakia and T'Challa don't get together.
No. Or this is after Storm, one or the other.
I mean, Halle Berry. It is Halle Berry.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what happened first, Storm or Nakia. But Nia said he got the comic book of the wedding.
Do they have children? And how that happened?
Because he was like, this one for Black Love Matters, Nero.
T'Challa and Storm and
T'Challa
Nakia?
got an ex-wife, and her name is Storm, nigga. I said, what?
Oh, they got divorced. Yeah, I can see that's not
What?
working because she's really touched by white hands. T'Challa low-key touched by white hands, too. Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga went to MIT, didn't he?
Honestly, and we'll get to this maybe in this episode next one. Killmonger is my type of nigga, but Killmonger got some ways about him.
I would say he's a problematic fave. Very problematic.
Nigga, a lot of people will say Nyambi is a problematic what?
Fave.
What lie did Killmonger say? We already get into the quotes. When he said, "Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors," they knew death was better than bondage. Whew, took me the fuck out the game. Made me start rethinking my will. Maybe that's where I need to be.
Oh.
In the ocean.
I still want to be made to diamonds.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're still talking about the other folks. And lastly, before we get into the quotes, I should say I loved how all the black women there were so strong and dominant, but they were all different. A lot of times they like to play us in the same role, but all of them had their different personalities. So we
Absolutely.
had Nakia as the spy. We had Shuri as the STEM goddess.
Mm-hmm.
And can we talk about how she was the STEM goddess? And can we talk about when she laid that quote on, just because it worked don't mean it can't work better?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, because a lot of folks hate changing shit.
Yeah.
People love the idea of it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
White people especially. Can we get a shout out to the Angela Bassett, Mother Bassett, and the all white, who just doing theatrics. She doing Black Mama things to me though, but she played Black Mama really well.
She did.
But can we talk about the warrior of the Milage?
Dora Milaje.
Why are you always correcting me?
Because we got these names, Niram Nyambi. Niggas be fucking this shit up.
What's it called?
Dora Milaje.
The leader of that. She was the only one I was like, sis, I don't know. I don't know if I could be the leader of the.
Dora Milaje.
I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could be a part of it.
Because first thing you got to do is shave your head.
Well, that ain't the problem because that was sickening. First of all, why is their head so symmetrical? God damn, like everything was perfect. What, no lumps, bumps, or nothing, dents? Sometimes, it ain't about like, oh, I love my hair. It's like, my head ain't that symmetrical. I got dents and shit in the back.
Get me too excited.
I got to make sure that stuff look decent, right? His head was gorgeous, right? You can just roll. Anyhow. But when she said her loyalty was to her country.
Not her man.
And then Get Out. Can we talk about, what's the man name from Get Out? Daniel, black man. Can we talk about how Get Out, we got to work on his discernment?
What?
In Get Out, he with that white girl. In this movie, now he gonna side with Killmonger. Quickly. That wasn't like something that was thought out months, days, and years. Work on your discernment, bro.
Yeah.
And then she came and was like, he was like, you gonna kill me?
Yes.
Yeah, nigga.
No, the meme of like, how Drake be like, do you love me? And he said, only partly I love my band and my mama, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And niggas was like, do you love me? Partly I love Wakanda. Nigga, I'm sorry.
But I thought it was some beauty in that submission that he did to her. That he was like, all right, sis, I see you. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Do you know? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
It was some absolute beauty in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was pro, but I don't know if I would have made that decision if I was her.
You wouldn't kill him? Well, you looked at me and you was like,
I'll kill you dead.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I said the same thing.
I mean, I would have, but I don't know for that.
For the country? For Wakanda?
I guess.
Nigga, yeah.
I guess.
Shit.
But I knew something was going down when that rhino stopped and licked her. That's how I need Desi to be. But he ain't trained up good enough.
I told you we didn't get that nigga young enough.
You see that rhino stopped at mid. That transformer stopped at mid step
Mm-hmm.
and was like, "Oh, you want me to kill Mama?
I ain't
Oh,
killing
nigga, you
Mama.
confused.
She the one that rubbed my belly.
Let me lick her real quick. Let me let her know I'm just playing.
She rubs my belly.
Can we turn? And then lastly, who's the people who live in the mountains?
The Q's.
What?
Mbaku and them.
Oh, okay. I thought you was being funny.
No.
That is them too.
There was an article that came out. And
They
it's
were
like,
real. Was he abnormally big, or what is going on?
What?
Well, how tall was that man? Or was that just the movie that made him big? Or was he really big?
No, that nigga big as hell.
Oh. I was kind of him for a moment.
Sis was like them niggas hold meals. I said, oh, niggas name snacks no more. So that nigga a meal.
Oh, that's the meal. He Thanksgiving. Come on. And they was living in the mountains in the ice storms.
Yeah.
And remember when they came, teacher told me, will you help us? He said, hell no.
Hell no.
No. No.
Just like a Q. No, nigga, we out.
No. Yeah. We gonna help you? Why for?
Right.
That's when we start talking that slave talk. Why for?
Shit.
Why for? But no, in the end, they end up coming around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Let's do some of these quotes real quick. One of our favorite quotes is, "You are a good man with a good heart, and it's hard for a good man to be king." Thoughts, Nirams?
Man, that's true. It's hard for a good man to be anything.
Hey, of leadership and power.
Exactly, because you ain't got the right. You ain't got the.
You got to be a killer almost. Not almost.
You
gotta be.
all the way. Shit. Especially
either physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually.
Right.
You got to be willing to be a killer or something.
It ain't nothing to cut this bitch off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Next. Well, I already said bury me by the ocean. My ancestors, they knew death was better than bondage. Did you get an undercover vibe of like African American? Did you get a vibe of civil rights black?
From
and everybody else? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that about? Oh, can I say this first of all? I knew. Okay, y'all had to clown me on this. I knew T'Challa and them was like African based, but I didn't know it was gonna be like Africa.
I kept telling you, Wakanda's in Africa. These niggas not African Americans, baby.
Now I'm Killmonger. Wait a minute.
This is Africa. It's somewhere in Africa. Wakanda, Africa.
I did get a little undertone of civil rights black in continent black.
Yeah, I
got that energy a little bit.
I was looking at an interview that Ryan Coogler
not
did.
horribly,
yeah,
but it's little undertones, like in undertones of like, damn, we come together, we the shit, and then undertones would be like, yes, sis, I still got a problem with you, cuz.
Well, it's the whole discussion. Well, before I get there, I seen an interview that Ryan Coogler did. Yeah. First of all, shout out to that nigga, 'cause that nigga never code switch.
Ever.
Yeah. But he was talking about how it was this thing in the movie between like tradition versus innovation.
Yeah.
And things of that sort, and going back and forth. But also this whole thing of like going back to like this whole thing of like tradition and innovation, like the whole battle between Killmonger and T'Challa, and like how, there's tradition, really innovation, and things of that sort in there, and you need that conflict for, that to happen. But it goes back to that whole conversation of Africans and Afrikaans.
Oh, and I think that's what I got at the end. Like, Wakanda was filled with a variety of people. They're either Africans or Afrikaans. Mm-hmm. And I think Killmonger had a problem with Afrikaans, but he wasn't able to discern the difference
between
Africans and Afrikaans, because it is a difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it did get me wondering. So Wakanda, so y'all just gonna let us?
Y'all gonna let us just be out in these fucking streets?
You wasn't gonna stop them in a transatlantic slave trade?
Y'all niggas weren't gonna send a bead of vibranium through these motherfucking parts?
Something? Stop a slave
and now that's over. Now we civil rights black done got black president. Now y'all niggas wanna come over? Like coming to America? Not today, Satan. So,
we just go back and forth.
It is a back and forth. Mm-hmm. And then even with the Wakanda, because I think that didn't settle with my spirit the right way, because they kept saying, well, we just gonna keep the peace, we just gonna stay here. Mm-hmm. Well, niggas that ain't.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I was with my girl Nikita, when she was like, we just can't sit up in here.
Right.
While this shit going down.
And
he talking about you be a great queen. Yeah, if I want to, motherfucker.
Shit, our people.
Yeah.
It's people all around this bitch still bondage up in slavery, nigga.
Yeah. Come
And all because we just Wakanda in this bitch. We ain't gonna save the rest of the fucking continent of Africa.
Come on.
At least stop slavery in this
Nigga, don't sleep, right? That one white man snuck in.
Right.
And he done sent a bird to his people. Believe that. Okay, I done got upset. A man who was not prepared for his children for death has failed as a father.
God damn it.
That's another one that took me out. That's another one.
That was a deep one.
What'd you think about that, Nero? As a man, too.
As a man, yeah, I think that was the realest shit I've ever heard.
On many levels, right?
Yeah.
So the physical death, right? I think that's superficially. But everything. If you can't hold your own, what you doing here?
I failed you.
Yeah.
I failed you as a daddy. I failed you, nigga. And I think that's the realest shit. Like when you get to an age as being a boy and a man, there's going to be a change, and you need to be able to hold your own.
Yeah.
And that's not to be there and be able to help you along the way, but you still gotta be able to hold your fucking own.
Yeah. Yeah. And then just some of the last few things. Michael B. Jordan, when he was like, "Hey, auntie."
Nigga.
Oh my God.
I died.
Who is it? I'm Angela Bassett Phaeton. Who is this nigga? Who is this nigga?
I'm unfamiliar.
Hey, auntie. Oh, shit. We know that done happen at plenty of barbecues. When you done found the child that done appeared and been gone missing.
Shit, I thought it happened to your family barbecue.
Shut up.
Didn't that happen to your family barbecue?
Happened. And
every holiday,
I give every cousin the hug I find.
Every holiday, your family always got something going on.
Yeah, it's always something. But I thought that was interesting. But again, this is the ideas of black love and submission. I don't know. It was good. You got anything else about that? Oh, fashions. Can we talk about the people with the what was the lip expanders?
The lip plugs. Yeah.
Oh my God, they were sickening. Were they sickening?
Yeah.
I feel like they ain't get enough shine. Was that Nakia people?
That nigga was fly. I don't know.
That nigga was fly the whole movie. And can we talk about him?
He was like Detroit player fly.
Yes.
Like it wasn't just no Wakanda
First of all, they
fly.
wearing them shawls. This nigga got a whole 3-piece ass suit. Black Lightning got his suit. They got the same tailor.
That nigga.
He was fly.
He was fly as fuck.
I think I'm gonna give him the award for the flyest.
Best dressed.
Yeah, I think he gets the best dressed.
He ain't say no words, but best dressed.
No, he said a couple words.
No, I don't think he said a damn thing.
But his outfit did.
Yeah.
And he was in that money green.
Yeah.
That emerald money green. Get money.
Nigga.
Wakanda green.
Conda.
Tari. You got any? I'm trying to think of any other overarching thing.
My other thing is, when is it going to be appropriate to start barking at white people when they speak out of space, out of place?
Shut up. Start doing it like just get Desi. Shut up, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? Shit. And I love the white people who played the supporting roles. I love the token whites. They did great.
They did. They shouldn't get no award, but they did.
Who said anything about that? Now, if this movie don't get no awards, it's
Black
gonna be a problem.
Panther should sweep the whole Academy.
Now that that's not going to happen. Not only because it's black, but just because it's a superhero movie and they don't put respect on it. And I'm sure Meryl Streep playing in something. She's playing some other black woman role. What was her last one? Foster Clarence Jenkins.
Something.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll get something. But I'm gonna need this to get like direction, cinematography, writing, like something. You know, if it ain't a movie of the year, okay, because this is just a unspoken when it comes to superhero movies, period, right? But it deserves awards. And all the Negro awards, if y'all don't give it to them,
right? All the BET awards, all the Essence,
Girl Strips was cute, but it ain't this.
All the Image awards,
this Lady of Soul,
Vibe,
Source, the Revolt.
The Revolt Awards, Oprah, I know you got awards, whatever.
The Obama Foundation.
Everybody should just get this nigga award. Actually, Black Love Matters Award goes to
Black Panther and the ensemble. I would like Killmonger to come accept the award. What you said that he died? Why did Killmonger gotta die?
Who said he had to die? They just said, they just confirmed what's the name? Sequel.
Nigga, Killmonger literally killed himself. Would they give him some Vibarium?
That don't mean shit.
We bring niggas back.
Do you know that every movie Ryan Coogler does, Michael B. Jordan is in there? So who to say that they won't do a flashback and have Killmonger in there somehow?
Okay, that'd be nice. Can we get a part 2, Ryan? I'm gonna say Ryan Murphy. What's his name? Ryan.
I just said they just confirmed the sequel.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I think so.
We had to wait another 10 years.
No.
How long have we been waiting on this?
You've been waiting for a while.
Don't take more than 3 years.
All right, what else we got, baby? My health is starting to deteriorate.
I know it is. I know. I just want to touch briefly on some 45 foolishness, and then we'll get into Shout Out Friday. He's trying to take food stamps to bots version. He's trying to make it like HelloFresh, and it's bullshit. Don't fall for it. Why you think he's trying to do this, Nero?
So they can quote unquote save money.
Yeah.
And give us rations, like some type of camp.
But in reality, they truly suffocate the fucking community.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't eat that shit out that box if you paid me to.
No, but
it's probably fucking poison.
There's a lot of stuff that is going to suffocate the little bodegas, the little grocery stores, the mom and pop joints, because most of the motherfuckers rely on those food stamp monies
to live,
to keep their store afloat.
Jesus. We can go on with the 45. We'll do it more in detail. These school shootings.
So they really want to give. So you want teachers to prepare our youth, in the less time they got, and cat back at motherfuckers.
And there's some bad motherfuckers in school.
And do all this shit for $40,000 a year.
$40,000. Teach some of these badass kids. Focus and protect them like the fucking army. Get the fuck out of here. Stop being fucking lazy. Do the goddamn gun reform and provide some fucking mental health and support for these motherfuckers. Stop being stupid.
So that's
that is the goddamn solution. Gun reform and mental health reform. Both of them need to do it, because I do believe motherfuckers is crazy. I know folks like, oh, they're saying it crazy. Yeah, it is some crazy motherfuckers out here, and they do need support. But first and foremost, we need some gun reforms. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry shouldn't be able to go get a motherfucking assault rifle. Fix it. Stupid shit. How many times these folks gotta die? And you know how I feel about, I'm all for black folks, but I ain't for children dying over stupid shit. Children is dying over bullshit.
So peep this. Even if you give these motherfuckers guns,
yeah,
with all the reading I've done about, motherfuckers in the army, police officers, they still don't get it all right all the time.
No.
Hell, the off-duty police officer for Orlando couldn't get a clear shot of the Orlando shooter.
No.
So how does you expect me motherfucking teachers
to get it,
who are underpaid, stressed the fuck out, and really don't want to be here because they're thinking about the mistakes they made in their life, so they actually be here.
Come on, shut up. Come on.
To go out there and go try to find a nigga who shoot motherfuckers out there with a machine gun. Fuck out of here.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They had them whack ass town hall meetings. What was it? Mark Rubio? Yep. His stupid ass. And he had crafty crackers stand up to him and be like, this is stupid. He was like, can you say out your mouth that gun reform is not a power? And you know what that Rubio dumbass fixed his mouth to say?
What?
They'd be like, no, that is not the reason why. To the face of these folks who done lost friends and children.
Yeah.
Said it out their mouth. It's okay. It's coming. White people done got mad. We just need the last shoe to drop, white women.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be all good. Don't you worry about it. It got this that much money behind this, huh?
Yeah.
They don't care when children die.
Absolutely. The NRA is funding all this shit. You know how much money Marco Rubio got from the NRA? The NRA does not support the gun owners. They support gun makers.
Come on. Teach the children.
Message.
And like I said, next week we'll go on more detail about 45 and his foolishness. But we just wanted to touch on it. We see the news, y'all. We see the craziness. Keep your head alive. Keep your head up. Protect your children.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Friday, Nero.
Shout out Friday.
All right, so from Apple Podcasts, we got a 5-star, 5 stars for Black Love Matters by Reigns, and it says 1, 2, 3, 4. Say it for me, Nero.
5 stars.
For the one of the goats of Black podcast family. I've been listening to podcasts for about 10 years, and this is the first time I've ever felt the need to actually leave a review for a podcast. I first heard Black Love Matters from around podcasts, from around podcasts, and started listening to it around episode 25 or so. Listening to your podcast is like having conversations with Black family. Desi losing his damn mind.
This nigga was asleep. This nigga had
a dream. And he barking all on the pot. Shout out to Desi. The next one is Hey Y'all by Shantae 219. I hope I said that right.
Yeah, okay.
How you would have read it here?
You good.
And it says, I don't know how I came across this podcast, but I freaking love it. I love the honesty and the realism that you two bring to the podcast. All the current events, and then y'all follow up with the hashtag Black Love. Yes. Keep up the good work, and I'll spread the love amongst my peers to listen to the podcast. Much love from Missouri, but cornfed and raised in Arkansas. LOL.
Shout out to the corn-fed niggas.
Want me to keep going, Nerums?
Yeah, what we got?
Next
I
we got.
can read this one.
All right. Okay.
This is from Kyla, and it says Nerum! Exclamation point. Nerums! Hey y'all, I just wrote in to say I love y'all, and I can't wait to discuss Black Panther. It was amazing, so symbolic. And Nerum, stop letting them white people come by and sniffing your food. That's how your ass got sick, cuzzo. Dang, I hope you feel better. The flu is no joke. Stay up. We got another one for Shalonda. Subject episode 106, Black Love Day. She said, "Oh, why don't you go ahead and read? This is long-winded. I'm sorry, I'm long-winded.
Why? Yeah, I'd read.
Because I got all this mucus in me.
Yeah, it'd be doing too much. It message said, "Hey y'all," it said, "It's your friend, Shalonda." It says, "I'm currently listening to the episode on Black Love Day." As she got the hand clapped, as soon as Nyambi started talking about forgiveness and gratitude. Thank you, Nero. We're kindred spirits, because that's exactly in line what I was dealing with today. I fasted in order to figure out what I wanted to give up for Lent, and because I just wanted to show God gratitude for blessing me. Last week I told y'all that I'm dealing with entering and navigating through single motherhood, and it's been a struggle and an adjustment. Last week I had to scrape my coins together to pay the rent, and this week my income tax came back, and I wanted to give God the glory for being right on time. Amen. I gave him his praise, and then proceeded to pay off some debts, put my money in my daughter's college fund, and put some coins away in my savings. For Lent, we usually give up something like soda or sweets or something like that, but this Lent season I wanted to do something different. With everything that I have going on, I wanted something that would bring some clarity to situations in my life. Grieving and mourning the loss of friendships, forgiving myself for choices I've made, forgiving my daughter's father, for being who he is. Come on. I just couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to do for Lent, or how I wanted to go about it. But I knew that I wanted to commit to something deeper than candy and sweets to show God how grateful I am for him. So I prayed this morning for clarity, and then I decided I would fast so I could hear God's word. Listening to the podcast on my way home and hearing Nyambi talk about forgiveness, it just hit me like, yes, that's it. I recently purchased Iyanla's book, Forgiveness, 21 Days to Forgive Everyone and Everything. And I read the first part on the practice of forgiving a few weeks ago. But life happened, and I kind of got away from the book. But now I feel like this Lent season, I'm going to fast and dive back into this book and do the work in my Van Zant voice. It's really hard to forgive yourself, and that's the one thing I'm really struggling with, because I find myself beating myself up on a lot of things. I should have listened to my daughter's father when we first started talking 6 years ago, when he said he didn't want to be responsible for someone else's feelings. I really beat myself up that I didn't listen to what he was really saying, and how if I had listened, I could have avoided the lack of consideration and respect that he's shown me as a woman, and now as a mother of his child. So my goal is to take the first half of Lent to fast during the day, dive into Van Zant's book, and do my self-help and healing and study for my LSAT. Come on, I was going to ask you about that. The last back end of Lent, I wanted to write down who I needed to forgive and why. That's some big shit. And my goal is at the end to let it all go, leave the past in the past, move onward forward, and really mean it when I say I forgive you, to mean it and feel it and be at peace with it. I'm also meeting with my therapist weekly and doing the homework she's given me. Thank you so much for this episode. God really brought it all together for me in that moment, and I'm grateful for that. Love you guys. I promise I'll stop writing essays to y'all eventually. Respectfully, Shalonda. No, don't you ever stop writing essays. That was right or wrong. That's a word, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
That forgiveness is a monkey.
It is.
Especially for yourself, because you get to ruminating in thoughts, and you get to being in thought processes, and it's hard to break up out of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You know, I do believe, God put you through things, and he wants to kind of help break you down, right? But he don't want you broken, right? It's a difference between breaking down and building yourself back up and not being broken, and being able to really tread that line and being open and aware to that and receiving to that. So shout out to you and doing that work. I know this Lent season actually got away from me a little bit, so I need to, with some events that didn't happen, I need to refocus on that and just align myself though. But thank you for that. Your email was actually right.
It's right on time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You got it?
We got another one from Aaron and Zaya Love. I think I said that right. If I don't, oh well.
Zaya. Z-I-A-H.
Subject is Rosa Parks. The message says Rosa Parks did live in Detroit. Oh, yeah, I know that. She used to be at our AME church conferences.
Yeah, no, I was just clearing from Neil was making like he was neighbors with her.
No.
And I just didn't want him to be like, I was neighbors with Rosa Parks. Like, I don't think you live next to Rosa Parks.
No.
Let's clarify.
No, I just said I stayed around the corner from Rosa Parks Middle School.
Okay, no, I just wanted to be clear that you weren't trying to do no slick shit. Like, I just wanted to be, I know that sounded shady, but you did not live around the corner.
Technically, I did live around the corner from Rosa Parks.
Let's be clear.
Middle school.
Let's be very, very
What else
clear.
we got?
Oh, I'm still reading. Are you going?
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta blow my nose.
Oh, then we got some from Kiara. It says sameness, opposites attract. It says message, hey y'all. I nominate Nyambi to read this one.
You know what? You know what? I should read it anyway. Just all congested.
It's
can't
long,
breathe.
no shade near them, or shit, or even half and half. After listening to episode 103, I was wondering what is your advice on how to navigate in a relationship where you are opposites. Backstory, my friends and family met my boyfriend during the holidays, but he is a lot more quiet and reserved than I am, but we balance each other out. Everyone was confused as to why he wasn't talkative, and they labeled him as antisocial, but he's really introverted. Yeah, black folks don't really, especially civil rights black, don't understand introverted. They take it as that you being funny.
Oh, you make it skittish.
It's funny, like a deer.
Funny acting.
Yeah, funny acting. We call funny acting people introverted. Oh, introverted people funny acting. It says, my family is female dominated and we're making random conversation. He was the only guy. My dad was in the house, but he was in his room. Come on.
Yep, typical black family.
I didn't realize how extroverted and close my family was until I hung out with his family because, child, we have our issues. Of course, I'm extroverted with my family and friends, and I met his family as well, and I see exactly why he's introverted. He has the same mannerisms as his dad, but by the same token, my family and friends don't really make an effort to talk to him. Yep, so there it is. So then my best friend called him weird, which definitely rubbed me the wrong way because he isn't. He's just quiet around people he doesn't know. I don't want to make excuses for him, but not everyone is the same. My sister says that in the age of social media, you have to be social and more talkative when you meet people. But I don't really believe that.
I don't believe that either.
No, that's not true. My friends and family believe they don't have to prove anything. He is the one who has to do a lot more extra in order to be accepted, which I think is bullshit.
That's a convoluted way of thinking.
You have to, okay, Nero. You have to make people feel comfortable as they open up. I've talked to him and told him we should put a little bit more effort to strike up conversations with them, but also don't feel like he should fall completely on his shoulders. How are the interactions between you and your parents or families when you first met? Let me know what your thoughts. Thanks. Always key. What's your thoughts on that, Nero?
I think, some of that shit was just very convoluted.
I mean, it's very black civil rights.
Yeah. You got
old school.
Yeah, it's a very old school way of thinking. You gotta impress my daddy and my uncles if you want to be in my family.
Yeah.
No, that's just not where it works.
I think it has to be respectful.
Yeah, as long as that person respectful
and attentive. Like, I think there's a way to be attentive and not talk. Like, It's not like, now sis, he can't be at the kitchen table falling asleep.
Exactly.
And everybody talking. But if he's there.
But I think it is a thing about like family members, like actually, if there's a guest in your house, like one of the things that you are supposed to do is make that guest feel comfortable, right? Yeah. Like I wouldn't expect somebody to come, hey y'all, hey, what's going on? What's up?
Whoa,
like hold
going
up.
in my refrigerator. Wait a minute.
Going in my refrigerator.
Who told you can have
nigga,
some water?
I ain't offer you no damn water.
What?
Going through my cabinets and shit, trying to find a glass, nigga. Yeah. Can I help you?
Yes. Who are you? Is your hands clean?
Exactly.
The flu is going around.
So, like, I think that point of they not making like an effort to talk to him kind of makes it even harder. So if the dude is already introverted, and
he's trying to pick up on their cues, right?
And there's multiple conversations happening at once, and he's trying to keep up on them or trying to keep track of these.
He's a processor.
Yeah. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Because truth be told, like when I'm a bunch of people, like I'm probably the least person to talk.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I'd rather just sit in the background, listen to everybody else.
Yeah. I think what I was going to say is maybe changing the setting. So sometimes having big family functions aren't the best for folks.
No.
So with friends, like, maybe you can't have 10 of your friends, but maybe 2 or 3 of your friends go at a time. Like have small interactions with people and then grow to that. Because that's how some folks work better, right?
Right.
And being aware of them. And I think sometimes you got to just check your friends to be like, this is my man, honey. Weird or not.
Because I even think about like me meeting your family for the first time. What's your name, Neil? I like his name. And like that kind of broke the ice.
Yeah.
And then you can go on from there. But like,
if no one.
Auntie, this is Bobby. Hey. And then your daddy upstairs, so he ain't got nobody to
Yeah, he trying to pick up on the cues of the family.
Shit.
So, and to him, look, now we going to Desi training. Men don't speak here.
This nigga, I'm going to all these women cackling. I'm gonna go upstairs.
Yeah. He stay in his lane.
Right. He does ask one upstairs.
He ain't about to mansplain, get in trouble.
No. Damn. Couldn't that nigga go downstairs and watch the game downstairs or something? I'm not about to be going in another man's room and shit.
But I just think it takes time too.
Yeah.
So it takes time, building confidence with your, your partner. And I think also smaller interactions. So maybe not having everything so big. Try movies and try brief interactions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, see how those types of things go when everyone's not around. Because we all know everybody don't act the same when everybody around.
No,
some folks are triggers for people. Good and bad. So maybe meeting folks in smaller groups and building those relationships that way. So when you do come all together, there's kind of a reoccurring chord.
Absolutely.
And also pay attention to how he's interacting with his friends and family too. And seeing what that looks like, right? And see what's the conversations they having. But I think sometimes it's just the growing pains of it too. You just got to go through it. And, when folks start talking slick, you got to kind of cut them at the throat and keep it moving. But I would say try the smaller interactions and going from there.
Okay. We got another one from Aaron and Zaya Love. We got like 3 of them from now.
Yeah, go ahead. You gonna read them?
So, first one, subject dash. I feel like this whole situation can be very telling on how parenting would be for y'all. But you can't send a baby back. It's good that you did this before you talk about having a baby. From a too sweet and too tired mom. Love y'all.
Yeah, because Desi's still on the wait list.
I disagree. A baby
and
a dog. One thing I really hate, and this is the one thing me and Nia always agree on, I hate when people humanize pets and shit. Like I see where there's some similarities, but a baby and a dog is 2 different things. Like a baby, a dog didn't come from my sperm that I implanted into my significant other's uterus and swam down up and grew in her. And, you got these hormones of oxytocin, which is the love hormones. You can have this hormonal bond with this child that you didn't groom. Like, you don't do that with a dog. Like, you just go to a puppy mill or whatever and you go pick a dog
We ain't
up.
going to no puppy mill.
Like, I'm just saying, you go to a puppy mill, you go to a shelter or, one of those farm breeding dog places and go pick a dog up. And, like, I think it's a little bit different. Truthfully, I think like any type of pet, owning a pet is almost like a slavery relationship.
It just hurts to be woke, don't it? Your joy just gone.
No, but I really do. Like, a dog was breed to appease a human. Yeah. And, I feel like there's a lot of semblance to slavery. You got these dog breeders who breed dogs a certain way, just like they used to do in slavery for people to have certain dogs.
I know what you're saying there. I don't know if that's what they're saying, but I think when they're saying, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, it's just kind of like lifestyle changes, inconveniences. I think having Desi reiterated to me, I'm not as disciplined as I used to be. Does that make sense? And I get my stuff done, right? So I eat, clean, pay bills, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's a level of discipline you have to have when you have a dog and a child or any type of goal that I don't think we had to enforce in our life. Does that make sense? So even though we talking about working out, yeah, we can be disciplined to work out at 5 a.m., but we also can work out when the fuck.
We want to, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's after work, if it's 2 a.m, 3 a.m, but I think it's just something different when that's playing into it, right? And if we're ready to sacrifice that, right? And that's the thing of keeping it. Are we willing to put that type of discipline and sacrifice for them? And I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned since having a dog is that my discipline has been waning. Have you noticed that? Or what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Are you saying my discipline? Or are you saying your discipline?
No, your discipline.
I haven't been disciplined.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, now you agree.
No, I do agree because there are certain things that, you're used to that.
Yeah.
By having this dog, you can't do, like sleep in.
mind you, when I say sleep in, I'm talking like 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're not saying noon.
No. The latest you can sleep in this motherfucker now, it's still about 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
you gotta let this motherfucker
that's what I'm saying.
out.
And in my head, that's not lazy, right? Getting up every day at 8 a.m. Monday through Sunday some people say that is discipline, but having the discipline to be like, oh bitch,
Right.
maybe I need to adjust. I just need to get up every day at 5:30 or 6. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's
So I see what you're saying,
that's
but
where it goes back.
Okay.
And I think you see it as a child as more of a, I don't know, more intrinsically or more care. You know what I'm saying? That, oh, it's my child. Bitch, you better get up, right?
Exactly.
But with that, I'm like, well, child, we're going to push another 30.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but also pets are not humans, though. Like, I hate when people do that shit. All right, so same people. Aaron is I love returning the dog.
Why you say it like that?
Returning the dog. She said I had to return the dog, return the puppy to the shelter after about 3 days. I had no idea how much energy it would take.
Thank you.
Don't feel ashamed.
He got one more week. We got one more training, and I really got to make the decision.
I think he's going back.
Me too.
Aaron is I love again. What? LOL. I need to listen to the whole episode before I send emails. Y'all, what? Papa Pope is on Scandal taking down the system with a floppy disk.
He did take down the system with a floppy disk. Yeah, I ain't see that. Wait, we missed one for Red Baron.
Oh, okay. Oh, Red Baron.
Oh, Jesus. I knew he was going to do that.
Wakandan ambassador. How are you doing, my friend?
Are you reading this?
No, go ahead.
Okay, it's from my boy Red Baron. The subject says, you can't take command part 2. You know this is our scandal.
Oh, okay.
It says, so this is that last show that went off before the Olympics, y'all. And it says, hello, Niram and Ayambi. Since we are in the week of Black Panther, your status has been upgraded to ambassador status. Congratulations. Yes. Here we go. I do echo some of Nyambi's disdain for how she's being treated. Also, Olivia Pope has been the mother figure to these white folks. Let's just call it like it is. So after she has had the fallout with Millie and tapped her nails on the Oval Office desk, I knew it was going to escalate. Olivia put folks in timeout. This demonstration was about, if you think you're grown, okay, let's see. Then she set Jake up, and it was brilliant. Let him know you can't take motherfucking command. Yeah, Jake tried it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, she said, oh, you can have this. Mm-hmm. You can think you'll be command? Oh, nigga.
Yeah, you can't take command.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out my face. Don't close your mouth when you're talking to me. It says Quinn needed to learn a fundamental lesson about parenting. Also, don't mess with black folks who've had a history in this country, losing children and family, and that she didn't comprehend Eli's nature at all. White privilege. I digress. Just what the fuck was Quinn thinking? Come on. So Quinn, in her "I am a white woman" scorn, went to Olivia, and Olivia saved her dumb ass by getting shot herself, because that's what you didn't think she had power like that. Have you seen her parent? Come on, bitch, please. And Quinn got out because in that moment she understood letting go, trying to be the badass. As Nyambi brought up, Cyrus was just pause. Olivia is not Cyrus, and when he said they were parasites, I was like, no. And Olivia is above the gutter, the easy throwaway. Olivia smells like Chanel, and she's not about that life. When Olivia showed up to Millie's mammogram, she showed her like, bitch, I can end your presidency, and I will put you there. Let's be real. She did it, and at that moment when she resigned, it showed me that black mother moment. What black woman sacrificed to see others succeed. Olivia's giving Quinn OPA for giving Abby with the whole Luna Vargas situation. With that said, Olivia stepped down and screwed Cyrus because he's an ugly person at heart, and I didn't feel bad about that. Now people to leave Shonda alone. Just because her last 2 shows had black leads is not the problem. It's that some people are having issues understanding black people are smart and can get things done. But yeah, Olivia needs more black friends. Thank you again for your time. Red Baron 390. I love Red Baron. Can you write? I need him to write for The Root. Or I need you to write.
Yeah.
Miami need to get disciplined. Maybe black love. We just got to do our own shit.
Yeah.
Between Red Baron, we got Sir Jeffrey on the music. We got our daughter who be writing it. We got a whole fucking crew now.
Right.
We got a whole fucking editorial board. We got Key, who's giving us our spiritual goddess. Mm-hmm. We got Aaron, and who is this? Right. We got this shit.
Right.
Put all these niggas at the table.
Right.
Could you imagine the shit we come up with?
Black entertainment matters. Don't y'all niggas take that shit. TM.
Thank you so much, River. I can't wait till they come back because I can't wait how they flip it.
Yeah.
And then we got a couple comments from Black Love Matter. Sorry, we catching up on everything, y'all. And then we got 2 voicemails, and then we gonna ease on out.
Yep.
We gonna get near them really good, and then we gonna come back for y'all on Monday, killing it with all the hot topics. So we got a good episode about should versus must, y'all. And then I'm gonna flesh out that 45 bullshit too. So from Black Love Matters, the webpage is from D in regards to episodes 104, sameness, and it says 5 stars, LOL. Desmond is Justin, just like you guys are Justin's. Patience and repetition are keys and trainings. He's marking his territory.
Bullshit.
Check out Caesar Milan's website on
I pay the cost to be the boss here.
We will too.
Marking no fucking territory.
Yeah, he being stubborn too. My mama had the nerdy black. He just acting like y'all. I said, what?
I told you we should have got a puppy.
I thought a puppy was gonna be more work. But this old nigga.
Puppy is more moldable.
Yeah, you're right. This also from D. It's from episode 106, Black Love Day, and it says Happy Black Love Day. Desi ass may be on his way out. Why does shit? It's like a progression. If he does not stop acting like the 53%, I'm going to go see Black Panther tonight, and I'm so ready. 5 stars. And the last one also is from D. It says Desi really tried it. Hashtag will be going back in under 30 days. 5 stars. Happy Black Panther week. I told y'all, Desi too smart. And he be fucking trying us.
He need a white family.
He might do need a white family.
He need a white family that's going to let him licking them in the face.
Because he don't do that now.
That's going to let him lick people in the face and sleep in the bed with you at night.
Because he can't get in my bed.
Absolutely not.
He has a fucking memory foam, 2 memory foam beds downstairs. Why you want mine?
And
2.
And let him sleep on the couch and shit like that.
Yeah, no, he can't sleep on the couch. He can sleep on an ottoman.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got some voicemails.
Yeah, we got voicemail. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this working.
Oh, Lord, Nir.
Yeah, I'm just going to play it from my phone.
Niram and Nyambi.
Hey,
sis, bruh, cuz. Hey, Lottie Dottie, and everybody that can hear this message. I am the young lady who wrote a few weeks ago and told y'all how I had to politely send a letter to my boss letting her know that I was leaving work early. After I realized that they had and were not going to acknowledge Brother Dr. Martin Luther King, D. Jr. On MLK Day at work. Yes, that was me. Well, this is a follow-up to let you all know that. Since then, I have joined the Black History Month committee at my job, and I have joined I'm going to just go ahead and say it, the Progressive African American Network.
Come on.
Within the whole company.
I
have joined, and please trust and believe I'm going to make Lottie Dottie and everybody proud when I start working and joining all these committees, because they're going to hear what Miss Crystal from Miami of the Dade County has to say.
Come on.
I'm about to start implementing some clubs at my office, and they just going to see how proud and black I am. Speaking of, I got to make sure I let y'all know that I've started a hashtag Black Pride Fridays.
Yes, okay.
The purpose of it is for us in corporate America to start implementing our African prints, our kente, our ankaras in our corporate wardrobe.
Attire.
So if you listening, everybody, join me in this movement. Wear something on Black Pride Fridays every Friday. Any Friday that you got a piece of accessory or shirt,
just
Black Boy Joy, Black Girl Magic, whatever you got. Figure out a creative way, in professional way, to wear your Black Pride clothing and accessories, because we about to rep this and show corporate America that we are proud of our ancestry and our history.
We built this shit.
She got
for
cut
free.
off, but she called back. We shall.
Come on, sis. I done got motivated.
Sorry, y'all. This is Crystal. I'm back. I got a little caught up. I was about to start preaching on y'all.
No,
that's okay.
Anyway, y'all get the message. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to make this thing a movement. Black Pride Fridays. Take pictures. Wear your prints. Take pictures. Post it. Use the hashtag. Anyway, Nyambi, I love y'all. I enjoy the show. Y'all are such a great representation of what Black love is. Keep up the good work. Stay black. Die black. And all that good stuff. Love y'all. Be easy.
All right. Oh, I love that.
We shall.
And that's how you have to
work
do it.
on.
Like, we ain't seeing gold and the whole kente cloth in your black Panther uniform, right?
No,
but you can wear a
absolutely
pin. You can wear a shirt with the black. Like, it's simple
Right.
ways. We was just talking about that, Nero, weren't we? How folks from the islands always have a flag.
Oh yeah, we was watching Love and Hip Hop and like
Who was that?
Safari just came out. They were singing that song and this ass was bust out with a flag.
Jamaican flag. I said,
Like where that flag come from?
As black people, we don't be having American flags, and white people love an eagle and American flag. I don't own anything American flag-esque.
I told Nyambi I was gonna have the Juneteenth flag in my pocket. So
And just bust that bitch out.
just how all the island
folks
niggas.
do. I'ma just start doing the
niggas from
Juneteenth flag.
Trinidad, Tobago,
And-
Jamaica, just be bringing out the damn flag and just be shaking it. My ass, I'm bringing out that Juneteenth flag.
In two-step.
And two-step
Because
with
we
it.
can't pop. The island, that's more the,
Right.
they be doing. We two-step
We
it.
two-stepping and shit. Step in the name of
Love.
love and shit.
But I love that, sis. Come on.
Absolutely.
You might have to make me do something at the bot store.
Right.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe I buy some earrings or something.
Yeah.
That I'm wear every Friday. Well, you know what? I've actually implemented something like that at the bot store since I've been black. The black people, every time we see each other, we greet each other with Happy Black History Month. To the point where HR went on the calendar and wrote Happy Black History Month.
Oh.
Because they had Black History Day
Oh.
for the February 1st. And everybody, of course, come to who?
You.
I was like, I'm not that invested anymore. Like, I'm not. Maybe, look, in November, I would have been this. Hello, Sarah, HR. I just want to, but I'm not that invested anymore.
Okay, we got one more.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still talking.
Yeah. Hold up here.
Hold up.
Good evening, Nirma Nyambi, ambassadors to Wakanda from Black Love Matters. This is Red Baron 390, and I'm coming to you to talk about the Black Panther movie and specifically, about the Dora Milaje, or as they are affectionately known, also known as the Adorned Ones.
Breathe.
I really feel like there's a lot to say
It is.
about these women, but I also want to highlight the strengths of this elite guard, that they are strong and capable of doing a job of what's needed to protect the king. That, in the comic books, they are women comprised of every tribe that exists in Wakanda. They send their strongest female warrior to be a part of the guard. And, that's something that we really don't see a whole lot when it comes to, women. But I feel like this movie helps to highlight that there is a lot of strength that comes to black women, that it shows a lot of capability that comes to black women. Because in the Civil War, if anybody had seen that, the first scene that we'd actually seen of the Dora Milaje was from an actress, Florence Kasumba, who played Io, who told Black Widow Scarlett Johansson's character, move or be moved.
Moved or be
And
moved.
for anybody that has already seen this movie, they can back it up.
Come on.
Even in the comics, these women have fought Black Widow to a standstill, so they are, no joke. But
Black Widow.
from what we can see, and for anybody who's, seen the movie, that they are fiercely loyal. Mm-hmm. And we can see that from the exchange that Okoye and Nakia, that when Nakia, that was played by Lupita Nyong'o, asked Dania Gurria to leave, with them because they were defecting, because Eric Killmonger had taken the throne. We see that Okoye, even if she wanted to, she couldn't. She chose not to, because she basically made it clear that she serves the throne, no matter who's on that throne. So I feel like that is further highlighted how black women are loyal. and it's not to a fault, that they are loyal despite at times even their own feelings and preferences, but also they fiercely fight for for what they believe in, especially when we also go about that exchange with towards later down towards the scene with Okoye and Wakabi, played by Daniel Kaluuya, that
See, that's his name.
Okoye said that she would kill the man that she loved in a heartbeat for her country. And you know what? That says a whole lot. That says a whole lot, that there is strength in character and duty, that there is strength and loyalty and fierceness. But I feel like it was really great to show women in this light, and especially that sometimes we forget the strength that Black women have, and sometimes we have no idea how much it runs deep or how hard that women go into the paint. But we also see that there is beauty and there's a fierceness, and that there's a fierceness to it, and that I'm just glad that with this movie we got to see those things very much highlighted, and pretty much that was my takeaway.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. I truly agree. You know, I love me a nice, strong Black woman. That's why I got one on my side. Mm-hmm. You know, Nyambi could have been a Dora Milaje.
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I'm just...
Bid denied.
No, I'm joking.
But I completely agree with everything Red Band said. What about you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, he always so articulate. I'm with it. I'm with it.
All righty. Well, that was a good episode. What you think?
It was always...
We back, niggas.
Yeah, we back.
Alrighty. So to submit a Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave us a comment about anything that we talked about the show, head on over to our website at blacklovematters.com, or we got that SoundCloud, or you can leave us a voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later, and remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.